Hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to drag my dreary way through the doleful dungeons and drowned depths of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. Surprise! Giving the enemy 8 consecutive attacks in a row will often kill a seeker. You know what? That's not a surprise at all. Everybody already knew that. It's like kicking somebody right in the nuts and then saying, surprise, kick to the genitals really hurt. Yeah, of course they do. Welcome aboard, Captain Obvious. Shouldn't you be busy doing spokesman work for a rum brand at the moment? I'm so salty. I hate surprising enemies. I would rather never, ever, ever surprise anything, because if you surprise any enemy with the mark ability, there's a better than average chance somebody's gonna die. Surprising an enemy capable of using a mark, and you're gonna be more marked for death than a villain in a Seagal movie. Or a porterhouse steak in Seagal's fridge. You're just screwed. You're not gonna make it out alive. There's no escape. And that's exactly what happened to Betsy Braddock. Just like it happened to Batman and a couple other... I actually, honestly, at this point, can't remember how many people we've had who have died as the direct result of getting the jump on an enemy. Dying as a result of getting the jump on somebody. It's called the Magic Johnson method, I guess. Except, of course, I guess it wouldn't be fully appropriate because he's still alive. Freddie Mercury, maybe? Whatever. Allegedly. Not trying to say anything negative about Freddie Mercury. That man was a fucking rock god. But, well, I mean, he did die probably as the direct result of getting the jump on some dudes. Which puts him right in the same... right in the same vein as Betsy Braddock. I don't even want to utter that sentence. I'm sorry, Freddie Mercury. I know you're dead and therefore beyond insult, but I still feel as though I have slighted you by comparing you to Betsy Braddock. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's the same as Kat and Britton's sister. I'm full on tilt. I got nothing. Let's just get a team and go down in the dungeon. What we're going to try to do, we need money. We need money specifically for stress relief on these units who at some point are going to have to go back into the Darkest Dungeon. We need to level them up as well. I'm thinking we try and get a twofer here. We're going to need cash, which means we got to haul a Vestal through a dungeon. But in addition to needing cash, we also need experience for these troopers. So what I'm going to do is split the difference. We sort these guys. We're going to take a couple members of the Fantastic Four. We're going to go find a nice medium-length dungeon or something. And we're going to sub out Ben Grimm for Alex Summers, give him a chance to get some EXP. And then we're also going to haul our Antiquarian along because we need loot. We got to try to accelerate things here and see if we can start picking up a couple twofers. So who's going to go? We honestly don't necessarily need Sue Storm, and we could take... I want to take troopers who have been in the Darkest Dungeon because I want the EXP bonus. Although I don't remember, I don't know if we have to take more than one. Maybe we just take Reed Richards. What if we just take Reed Richards? We leave Ben Grimm behind. Where is, we take, okay, Alex, you're going to work from the first slot. We got Richards backing you up. We're going to need a healer of some variety. We could double dip on this. Do we have another, okay, we could take Rachel Roth. Are your skills appropriately sorted? They are. Can we get it? Maybe we do a double twofer? Oh, man, I may be getting really greedy here. This may be a bad idea. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway because I can't help myself. But this could ostensibly be just a terrifically horrid idea. So unequip all trinkets, sort them by rarity. Let's get everything back the way it goes. Now, the question is, who do we want to give bonus EXP to? Because I feel like the Ancestor's Portrait would be useful. Let's go ahead and give that to you, and then we'll give you the Crusader's Orders to help you resist death blows. Bonus Virtue Chance and help reduce your stress. That's acceptable. Reed, we don't have to really worry about your stress because you've proven yourself to be remarkably stress resilient. Bonus damage and highlight, bonus dodge and highlight, bonus speed and highlight, all of those things I like the sound of. Where's my Grave Robber's Talisman, though? Bonus dodge, bonus accuracy. This is also bonus stress, but with the dodge we've got on Reed Richards, he so seldom gets hit that it rarely becomes a problem. Buffy Summers, Antiquarian. We don't care about your stress levels at all. Do you have the heal skill? I don't remember if I've given you that or not. We have Festering Vapors, Get Down, and Nervous Stab. I suppose we could give you Fortifying Vapors. You do have that skill at level 5, huh? Alright, well, let's do that. I like Protect Me. Get Down is also pretty good. Let's just roll with this. This is fine. We can have her be backup healer and ghetto damage. You're already sorted. All right, let's dole out the rest of our trinkets. So what do we want our antiquarian to rock with? The Candle of Life, I guess. Every time I take the Candle of Life, then I go and look at this and remember that giving ourselves an extra 50% healing is literally giving us 1. The difference between 3 and 4 doesn't exist, so there's no point in even taking that. I'm just unequip this. You know what? Instead, take the Ancestors map. That actually is useful. What do we want to couple with the Ancestors map? Does it even matter? We could give you a bonus 4 speed. I'm not entirely sure how that would be particularly useful. What's the other antiquarian only trinket? Because there, oh, it's the bag of marbles, right? Which is just +5 dodge, which is not terrible. Just a trinket that gives you 5 dodge. It's something. Isn't there an antiquarian only like elite item though? Is it this thing? The crescendo box? No. What is the antiquarian orange? Like every class typically has. Oh, it's the candle. I'm a profoundly stupid man. What can I say? What is this? No, this is the Ancestor's Lantern is objectively bad. I'm looking at an item that will straight up kill a dude. You might as well just take a suicide note and pin it to your shirt. That way when they find you dead, they don't have any reason to investigate. They're just like, well, I guess this was self-inflicted. Be like, this guy got thrown, he's been chopped apart like somebody threw him through a wood chipper. He'd be like, yep, clearly tossed himself into a wood chipper. Oh man, it's tragic when things go wrong and people decide to end their own lives, huh? Are any of these things potentially useful for an antiquarian? Not really. The Fugeman's matchstick is actually really good for, you know. Bonus 2 speed, 10% damage to range skills, 3% crit to range skills is actually what I'm looking at. It doesn't have dodge, though. This says dodge. This does not. Let's stick with the dodge trinket. Just give the antiquarian something. None of this shit really matters. Book of Intuition. She's going to have ridiculous trap disarm. That's free stress relief. Book of Constitution. Not, like, is there something here? Just the fleet coin? No, because that thing is garbage. Anything at all. Ancestor's Tentacle? No. Scroll? No. We could give her bonus dodge with a camouflage cloak. You know what? Let's just do that. That'll be fine. That way that stress is not going to matter. She'll be too dodgy to ever get hit by anything. Tome of Holy Healing and a Sacred Scroll for the Vestal. That's trinkets sorted. Let's go. Well, first off, let's pick the right dungeon, because I honestly, at this point, have no idea where I'm going. 100% of room battles in the Cove. 100% of room battles in the Ruins. Or 3 grain sacks. No fucking way. Activate 3 protective wards. We haven't done a mission in the Cove in a while. This team is not exceptionally well suited to battles in the Cove, however. But they are likewise not exceptionally well suited to battles in the Ruins either. Also, I think we're going to switch your skills up a little bit and swap out the heal for Jacques. I don't hate a medium mission to complete. I don't hate this mission. You know what? Let's take a little turn down in the Cove. The Drowned crew proved to be a manxome foe for us, and long time that manxome foe we fought, but we did ultimately triumph with Deathstroke and his merry band of killers, who have subsequently been merrily killed themselves. Got a medium length dungeon. Let's take 14, you know, let's take 2 full stacks of torches. Shovels, sure. We've got a bottle of holy water, that's probably enough. A couple anti-venoms, a couple medicinal herbs, a couple bandages. A single key, because we do have our antiquarian and we do have the Ancestor's Scroll. So odds of finding the secret room here are pretty good, which we really kind of need. We need the extra cash we're going to get from that secret room. We're out trolling for cash. If we were a hobo, we'd be at a dumpster behind an Arby's right now with the sign that said favors granted for beef and cheddar, with the word favors in quotes, so that everybody knew what you were talking about and that it's like a handy or a blowjob. Like, you want a beef and cheddar? Well, I really do, and you know, I'll take a man to my mouth if that's what I need to get my beef and cheddar. Love starting the dungeon off straight away with a barricade. That's a great start. Rotting fish carcass. Do we want some extra food or potentially treasure? I mean, it's fine. Safe search. Ooh, well worth it. We got the food. That cost us nothing. That was That's one of your better curio interactions right there. We got the thing we used to trigger it back, plus 2 food, plus 1,500, 2,000 gold. So, nice little haul right there. Burn a torch into the first room. We are completing 100% of room battles, so any other fights that we can avoid, we are going to avoid them. We do want to give our antiquarian every opportunity to interact with as many curios as possible. For instance, this one.
A handsome reward.
Something has got to go on the ground, eh? Well, this 2 extra food that we don't need is looking real expendable. I would have eaten that food if the opportunity had arisen for us to get any kind of bonus out of it. If our inventory wasn't full, I would have him disarm this trap. As it stands, I'm just going to have Buffy do it because she can't fail. Our grave robber likely also would not have been able to fail. Reed Richards is pretty handy with the trap. Curious is the trap maker's art, his own efficacy seldom witnessed by his own eyes. Looks like Reed Richards is not well skilled for this dungeon because we've got some weird stuff rolling with him. We had him in like a shuffle build that we used when we fought the Gibbering Prophet, I think. This is fine. Focus on Alex Summers. He's going to start shit off by just stress relieving himself anyway, so it's not really a concern. We do want to get that stress unit dead, however, right, for the old gods. Just don't critical. Okay. Criticals proved themselves to be a very, very serious problem for us last time we were in the dungeon. What's the blight on this? You know, we're better off to just swing for the... I say we're better off to just swing for the stands. Don't get critical. Okay. Stress heal yourself. We got to get you down to the point where you will not be... That's what we need. Okay. Stress problem is gone, and we got a little stress relief from Reed Richards. Spearfishing. The damage I don't care about. Damage is... We can handle damage. Damage is fine. Reed Richards, bendy, slicey man that he is going to dodge out of the way of that. Let's just do some more. Whoa, Buffy Summers with a monster hit. Nice dodge. And we're focusing exclusively on stress relief in this early part of the fight. We got to get Havoc ground down in the stress department just enough. We can keep working these guys over as well. Big critical from Rachel Roth. Man, I really wish we had had you instead of Polaris in our last dungeon. Huge crit. Wow, the crit train has run the other way. It's all Seeker crits suddenly. Reed taking 7 damage and a tiny bleed. No big deal. Comes the Seaward Slash. Once again, dodged. Havoc is looking strong. 9 damage from Buffy. She's chipping in where she can. She's not a powerful Seeker. She's here for cash and prizes, but she's still doing work. Back-to-back criticals. Rachel Roth is looking real good this mission. Real good. We cannot hit you with that, so I'm going to go ahead and Shadow Fade. Moving our Antiquarian to the second slot is not really a problem. It also gets us the stun, which is helpful. 6 damage from Buffy. Next turn, we can lunge for big damage, and it will probably be fatal. In the meantime, triple criticals. The woman is freaking on fire, man. She's more Inflago than a Weezer tune. Wait, that was El Scorcho, not Inflago. Also, monster critical to close things out. Reed Richards bucking for MVP. +2 speed on a trinket is not that useful. I need that gold. Something has got to go. So let's use 1 bandage, discard 1 bandage, take the gold. We could sell the trinket, but I want to keep the holy water because we can use that to purify and maybe get a negative cork removal. You know, this is only worth like 1,100 gold. I think we can afford to abandon it. Let's restore our party back to their original order. Nice scout as well. Also, we got to fix Reed Richards' skills. He's just not rolling with the build I should prefer him to have. Your pick to the face is not even rank 5, Reed? The hell's that all about? Shadow Fade is not that useful without lunge. I guess we'll just go pick to the... We'll just go with our standard build. Flashing daggers, thrown dagger. Oftentimes I will take Toxin Trickery just because it can cure blights and bleeds. Also, that +20 dodge is enormously useful. That's fine. Did we just scout twice? So we're skipping this room. Yes, there are curios to be had, and in fact, we're going to skip it, but with certain values of skip. We came down here for the loot. So anything we can get our hands on, we're going to just peek in, grab that first curio, back up. I'll take 5 stress for the fleet coin. That's fine. Then we backtrack because we're not going to go in this room. We can avoid a hallway battle this way. We got plenty of food. But we avoid a hallway battle, and we're doing room battles, so we don't have to explore every room. You're 60%, you're a 95%, and could use the stress relief. Trap has been disarmed. Light is green, trap is clean. Ghost is incarcerated here in our custom-made storage facility.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Well, we got Reed Richards, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, but the Fantastic Four has been utterly fantastic as a member of our team of loyal dungeon delvers. We really have not had any problems anytime we have had even a mission of the, like even a member of the Fantastic Four. Anytime we've brought them along, they've been just lights out, gorgeous, beautiful. Even Big Grim, the big ugly orange rock monster, has been oftentimes, no, you don't interact with Eerie Coral. I can never remember what its coral is. I think it's bandages, but I can never remember what coral is. It's not anti-venom, it's bandages. Just touch it. 33 stress, I don't even care. We'll just have you disarm a few traps. It's fine, Buffy, don't worry about it. God damn it, Summers. Pack has already been looted. Our antiquarian would have made cash off of that. We have surprised an enemy who has the ability to mark targets. I am immediately terrified for someone's safety. Absolutely, objectively terrified for the safety of our team. And you're saying right now, but Pete, you're going to kill some of them before they even get a chance to swing. You know what? That may have been true without the surprise as well. And we definitely would have then not... Here we go. These guys win speed roll, swing again. I hate surprising enemies, and this is why I hate surprise. That right there is the perfect example of why you never, ever, ever want to surprise anything. Having an enemy team take a full round of turns at you with no opportunity to respond to what they're doing, it's horrific. It's just... I never want to surprise anything. I never want to surprise anyone ever. It's only a drawback. It's only ever to your disadvantage to surprise stuff. Little pick to the face for Reed Richards. I'm still salty about the whole surprise thing. I'm just, every time you surprise somebody who is even capable of marking, I just assume somebody is going to get killed. Because you kind of have to assume that somebody is going to get killed by that.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Let's do a Toxin Trickery. I don't want Reed Richards taking more damage, but I do want an opportunity to get a few more turns here. Specifically for some stress relief and healing. It's going to swing at Alex Summers. Get a big heal off. We'll undo most of that. And now this man has to die, but we are going to get a little bit of extra stress relief. I'm comfortable with what we've achieved now. Now somebody just murder him. Nothing good can come from toying with these creatures. What about actual toys? I mean, if we're toying with these creatures, what if we, like a Santa-style pickup? I don't need this deed, but I definitely want this rare antique. Something's got to go. It can't be shovels. It's going to be this onyx. It's the least useful thing we have. It goes to the floor. Light level's looking good. We got radiant light. That's enough to check out this room and its contents. If there's a room battle in here, we have to fight it, and there is. Please don't surprise them. Okay. I don't want to get hit by 8 of these guys in a row, because if you take 8 attacks from these guys in a row, some of them are going to be criticals. Also, they just straight up hit like trucks as well. Rachel Roth taking a little spear fishing. This is also going to be a spear fishing. That's fine. We're still okay. The move is not the end of the world. Dodge. That's my Reed Richards. Good work. All right, Buffy, let's have you just swing at this man.
Powerful blow.
Buffy's pulling her weight. I'm shocked and surprised to say it, but for once, I feel like Buffy Summers is actually contributing in a meaningful and useful fashion. I'm confused. When an antiquarian is doing this kind of work, it really only bodes ill for the party. It's a sign of impending doom. It's an omen, and not a good one. It's an omen the way that Demi Moore movie about the little satanic kid was an omen. It's not a good one. Spearfishing for Buffy, it's fine. We can afford to splatter around a little damage, and at this point I think some aggregate healing is the way to go. Everybody's a little banged up, so we're going to get the most bang for our buck going that route. Corpses are sort of getting in the road. We've got other people who can hit this third slot, and this guy is so close to death, we have no real trouble finishing him off. In fact, Buffy, as long as she can connect, will finish him. Which she just did. A little more AoE healing. The critical is very nice, and for once we got the critical on the party that most needed it as well. A little stress relief here. Pete, how come you aren't healing Buffy Summer stress? She has the most. I'm not that really worried about Buffy's stress levels, because Buffy gets a lot of downtime. Take whatever we can carry, which is everything but these crests. Those can go on the floor. So, who's got... okay, it's definitely going to be Alex Summers, because I despise compulsive. And instead of getting rid of that, we got rid of Mercurial. Ultimately, though, I'll take it. It's fine. Negative quirk gone is a negative quirk gone, and all it cost us was interacting with one squidgy tentacle. That's fine. Still more dungeon to delve. How's our cash looking? Well, we can look at the cash in a minute. I got Kenny Rogers there. You never count your money while you're sitting at the table, boy. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. I'm really getting tired of this 4 fishman blob, because these guys do catastrophic damage. Sick of seeing the 4 fish blob. This little spear fishing, that's a push. We resisted. Little seaward slash, dodge it! We could go for the heal here. I'm going to not go for the heal in favor of going for the offense, and I'm going to let some AoE healing get done here by Rachel Roth. We need to start getting some damage out of the rest of the team, and that sets us up for a flashing daggers on a wind speed roll. The dodge! All right, Richards, there you go. Double kill. That's my boy. Exactly as I planned, because I, Reed Richards, am the greatest planner in the Marvel Universe. I have the highest IQ of anyone since the High Evolutionary. Reed Richards setting the bar low because he wasn't really sure how people totally worked out on the whole intellect scale, so he just went for the High Evolutionary because that guy got like straight D's all the way through college biology. It was sort of the laughing stock of the college biology class. Everybody's like, what are you getting? What'd you get? What'd you get, like a 72%? Who are you, the High Evolutionary? He was like, one day you'll see. One day I'll come back and be the man who evolves the human race into a greater overall technological state. One day it'll be me who everyone remembers as the savior. And it was like, yeah, whatever, H.E. Shut up and go down to the subway and get us all sandwiches now. And he was like, yeah, okay. Just wait, though. One day you'll see. It'll be my face everyone reveres, and it'll be the High Evolutionary taking home the Nobel Prize, not that stupid Watson and Crick fuck. Everybody's like, hey, sandwiches? Did we not tell you to go get sandwiches? And he was like, I'm sorry, I'll go. A lot of people picked on a High Evolutionary. Not necessarily fairly either. I'm going to rely on Reed Richards to get the kill here and instead go for the Inspiring Cry. 11 stress, 1 stress. Give me the stress relief. Alex Summers has none, or I would have just had him throw the stress relief at himself. And there's Reed with the win. Solid work, guys. That's a pretty hefty amount of loot that we managed to pick up as well. I'm just going to go eat this food. Give me the cash. Can't carry the citrine. Don't really want the citrine. The Berserk Charm is worth a considerable amount of gold, though. Let's get rid of this anti-venom. We'll take the Berserk Charm. The citrine can go on the floor. Onward we go. Buffy, you want to touch the old barnacle-crusted chest? No, it wasn't a Tara Reid joke, although it could have been. A base relief. I don't remember what goes on this. Is it a shovel? Nope. Oh, that hurt. Fucking unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Buffy goes into full freak-out mode, and what does she do? She's like, whatever, it's fine. I'm the powerful Buffy Summers. That's why they call me Buffy. Get it? It's a clever wordplay because I'm so adroitly powerful. And everybody's like, please shut up. It wasn't funny the first 40 times you said that your name was Buffy because you were. It wasn't funny then, Buffy. What makes you think it's funny now? It's never funny. Just please, just go. Take your pom-poms and get out of here. Aren't there vampires that need killing? Shouldn't you be handling that, Buffy? Isn't that your mandate? It says the vampire hunter is your surname. Stressful incantation. Hey, if you want to stack it all on Buffy, I'm totally cool with that. Little dodge, Reed. Reed did not dodge, and we took the bleed as well. I want to get rid of these stress units. As much as it would have been right to Toxin Trickery in this scenario, because it would have gotten rid of the bleed and probably allowed us to dodge that attack, chose not to do it. What buff did you just give everybody? Bonus damage! That's actually really good. That's why Buffy hit for 7 there instead of 6. We want to murder the dangerous fishman. We really need to heal Reed Richards, but we also really need one of these stress units dead. I think that was the worthwhile compromise. With a little bit of luck, Reed might be able to kill this guy. You know, Toxin Trickeries. It's still objectively the right play. If we have to take one more stress attack, we take one more stress attack. And that would have been Death's Door right there. Still Death's Door. And bleeding. But think of what would have happened if we had not pulled the dodge there. We would actually possibly be dead right now. Buffy with the big wallop. Here comes the Eldritch Pull. Do whatever you want to Buffy. You can yank her, you can pull her, you can pick her, you can pass her. Big heal. Keeping us out of the problem. That was an ugly whiff, Summers. You know what? Stack another Toxin Trickery on there. That buff does stack, by the way. So we have plus 40 dodge. We have 92 dodge right now. We should be not... well, we're not entirely unhittable, but we're pretty damn close to literally unhittable. Good dodge there. You know what, Summers? You made up for your missed attack by dodging that attack. The damage you forewent in order to avoid that stress was definitely a bigger net gain for us. Please throw a knife into this woman's heart. Reed? Here, every time I praise Reed Richards, he falls apart. He's like a troubled girl in a bar. Reed Richards only performs when you neg him. Be like, oh, you gotta say some not necessarily complimentary things. Rachel Roth has been fucking on fire this whole mission. There's only one person on point on this mission, and it ain't Reed Richards.
Success so clearly in view.
We need this gold.
Or is it merely
how much dungeon have we got left? Not that much, and we have scouting. So we have one hallway battle and clearly one more room battle, which is up there. I'm going to burn and then discard that torch in favor of 1,000 gold.
Are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Oh, never mind. Quest is complete. Well, I'm going to continue adventuring. We didn't find our secret room. Heirloom chest. What's in it? Heirlooms, oddly enough. Okay. Do I want to fight one more hallway? I wanted the antiquarian to touch that, Summers. You got lucky. You know, I think we will take this extra hallway fight. Ordinarily, I don't try and drag these out, but I want another opportunity to scout. And going into another room will give us that. Oh, for the love of Mike. Well, this is probably where Reed Richards buys the farm, then. We need to kill at least one, possibly more, if we can, of these guys before they get a chance to go. Buffy? Critical would have been timely. There's the timely critical. Alex Summers delivered it. We're probably going to be okay then. Even if this guy hits us twice in a row, he's not likely to kill anybody. And he is going to hit us twice in a row because that's how surprise works. We took 22 damage. We don't really have to care about damage now. We'll probably have Alex Summers go for stress relief if the opportunity arises. Let's go for the AoE heal. And, you know, throw a little stress relief at Rachel Roth. It gives this guy another swing. Actually, it doesn't, because Reed Richards is going to chop his face in before he gets a chance to go. That's right, I'm clever, Pete. I figured if I killed him before he got a chance to swing, we'd be bully golden.
Brought low and driven into the mud.
We are not going to need this shovel. So we're going to take that 475 gold instead. We're going to throw that stuff on the ground. And then we're going to have our antiquarian touch this rotting fish. Or not. Nice work, Summers. Couldn't have gotten rid of compulsive. No secret room, eh? Troubling. We're going to take our freebies, though. There's no fighting at the end of this, so we hit this barnacle. Meant to do that with the antiquarian, but it really didn't harm us long term. We don't need those medicinal herbs anymore. We might as well take the green. Buffy's going to touch this for free stress relief. Quest is complete. You're right. We're done. No reason to take any additional stress walking to that last room. Let's take a look at the loot haul. It needs to be a really big number. So far, it ain't looking that big. There's what we like to see. Here comes the cash. Now it's rolling in. 20 grand? Pretty respectable, as well as a Hell's Hairpin that we can sell for like an additional 3. 12 Resolve EXP puts Alex Summers in the champion level. He is now ready to go into the Darkest Dungeon. 12 for Rachel Roth as well. Puts her in the same category. Love Interest got replaced by Zoophobia. Objectively a downgrade. Love Interest is not really any kind of serious drawback. Zoophobia straight up sucks. Because we will be fighting some beasts, I'm assuming, in the Darkest Dungeon. A lot of them are Eldritch. Some of them are Eldritch and beasts. Daylight robbery. Operations will be suspended temporarily, but given the limited avenues of egress from the hamlet, officials are optimistic the thieves will be apprehended shortly. The gambling hall is locked. Bar costs are halfway down, and brothel costs are halfway. You know what? We're going to take advantage of this daring daylight robbery. Thank you, Danny Ocean. We appreciate it. We're going to take a crack at this now that we've got some cash. We have some team who need stress relief. Let's sort by stress. Diurnal, light sensitive, God fearing. Of course, you will only pray because, you know, anything else would be useful. What about you? Anything weird about you? Nope. Oh, good. Go get shit-faced then. Constantine, Sue Storm. Does anybody else desperately need stress relief? No, it's really just Lorna. Who will only pray? Fine. Freaking God bother. Could have gotten half off drunk, but no. They had 2 for 1 down at Tim's tonight, but rather than go for the 2 for 1 tippler, you decided to go quote your scripture instead. Instead of the 2 for 1 tippler, she went and quoted scripture. Sounds like a country song. Anybody else? Anyone? Madrox, you're leveled up. Mary McCabe, they're taken care of. And next episode looks like we may have to do a little more power leveling with the Fantastic Four, but all things considered, that mission went pretty well. We brought in a fortune in cash. We got 2 of our level 5s up to legend status to get them ready to go into the Darkest Dungeon. Sure, we lost Betsy Braddock, but, you know, the wheel keeps on turning. Yeah, fire's going to keep on burning. I'm just going to go roll on the river. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. And if you'd like to figure out what the deal is with the red tape, is this like the Hamlet equivalent of crime scene tape? You know, Danny Ocean is probably already back inside the building now trying to get Tess to re-fall in love with him again for the 3rd time. I have to assume that Tess and Ocean have a pretty troublesome and often tumultuous... Tumultuous? I guess that's a portmanteau of tremendous and turmoil? I have no idea what my brain was going for there. Yet another impromptu portmanteau from Perfidious Pete. Tumulus. Add it to your vernacular today. I'm checking out of this thing. If you enjoyed it, like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. Want to see more? Darkest Dungeon goes up every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Right now, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.